everyone, welcome back to Yarn on a Glass. My name is Reese, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the snow day scarf. Alright, so you can see that the scarf is primarily made up of double crochets and a V-stitch. It's in a pattern of 3. Alright, it does start off with a single crochet just to give it that little bit more of an edge on both sides, but then it is just the double crochet, 2 V-stitches, and then repeated twice more. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so we'll need any kind of worsted weight yarn, the Crochet J size hook, a pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle. Alright, so to get started, we're going to find the end of our yarn and we're going to make a slip stitch. Alright, we're going to insert our hook into that slip stitch loop there. Okay, and now to get started, we are going to chain 225. Alright, so once that part is done, we are going to make our very first row a single crochet row. So we're going to skip this first stitch here, move on to the second. We're just going to insert our hook into that space, grab the yarn, pull through. So now we have 2 loops there. You're going to grab the yarn again, pull through those 2 loops. And we're just going to keep doing this for the whole rest of the row. Alright, so once you've finished your first row, we're going to chain 3. We're going to turn our work. And for the second row, we're going to do all double crochets. Alright, so to do that, we're going to wrap the yarn around our hook, and then we're going to insert our hook into that first, all of the spaces. So that space right underneath where this V is happening, and in between where these posts are, that is where we're going. Alright, so you're going to bring the yarn through, and they're going to have these 3 hooks here. 3 loops. We're going to wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through the first 2 loops. Alright, and so now we have 2. I'm going to grab the yarn, pull through the second 2 loops. And that is our double crochet. So wrap the yarn around the hook, insert into that space, grab the yarn, pull through, grab yarn, pull through first 2, grab yarn, pull through the second 2. Alright, so far so good. So we're just going to keep going with the double crochets the whole way across, and then we'll get into our third row. Alright, so this is the end of our double crochet row. And now we're going to chain 3. We're going to turn our work. Alright, and so now this is going to be the row with all of the V's in it. So this is kind of just like a stand-in. This is not going to become a V. So we're going to wrap the yarn around our hook as if to do a double crochet. We are going to skip the first row here. The first stitch. So we're going to skip the first stitch. Then we're going to insert our hook into that second space. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through the first 2 loops. Wrap the yarn around the hook and pull through those second 2 loops. You're going to chain 1. You're going to wrap the yarn around the hook, And you're going to do another double crochet into that same space. Alright, and that is our first V. And so now this essentially takes up 3 stitches. Alright, and so we skip that first one, and that counts as sort of like this space here. And then there's the chain 1, which correlates to this one, and then the next one. So, to make up the same amount of space for our next V, we're going to wrap the yarn around the hook. We're going to skip 1, 2 spaces this time. Insert our hook, do a double crochet, chain 1, and then another double crochet into that same space. Alright, skip 2 again, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into that same space. Alright, so you can see the V pattern is starting to form there. And so you're just going to do this the whole way across. And you're going to end with a regular double crochet, sort of like where this post is. Alright, just the one. Alright, so at the end of our row, you should notice that your last V is in the second to last chain. That is on purpose. So we're just going to do a double crochet into that turning chain. And then you're going to chain 3. Alright, and so that's going to complete the end of that row there. You're going to turn our work. Alright, and so then in the second row, we are going to be working into this space between the V's. I guess in the V space, okay? So you're going to do a double crochet into that big space. You're going to chain 1 just like before, do another double crochet into that same space, and then you're going to start over again in the next one. So in the next V, that big space there, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So we're just going to repeat that pattern twice more. So the double crochet with the 2 V stitches. And we're going to end with 1 more row of the double crochet and then 1 more row of the single crochet. So now we just cut. Just going to draw the tail end in through that final stitch. All right. And then using our tapestry needle, we're just going to weave in our ends. Alright, and so that is it for your snow day scarf. I hope you guys enjoy your scarves and had fun with the project. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time with the next video.